Hi, I'm Felicia and welcome to the drawing class. Today we're drawing a puppy. This easy sketch of a dog is made up of really simple shapes. And as you practice, if you decide to do this class over again or you remember the shapes and you do it on your own, every time you do it, it's going to turn out a little bit differently. And that's the really fun part about art. So let's get started today. And the first thing we're going to do is find the middle of your paper with your finger. It doesn't have to be the exact middle, but somewhere right in the center of the paper. Now, the dog's nose, because we're drawing a dog that is in a play position, so he's asking us to play, his nose is to the ground. So if this is ground level, somewhere in the middle of our paper, we're going to draw his nose down a bit. So down from the middle of your paper, not at the bottom, but just down from the middle. I need you to draw a nose shape. Now this can be an oval or an oval with a slight point at the bottom, depending on how you want to draw this nose. But dogs do have fairly large noses, so go ahead and play with the size, and you're not going to want to draw anything that's too small. My dog is going to have this nice, long, flat, wide nose. And mine comes to a slight point here at the bottom, but it's not a triangle, it's not sharp, it just has a slight point here at the bottom. Okay, now from one side to the other, you're going to draw a very, very flat upside down heart. Now watch what I mean. You're going to come down, but out, mostly out, because we want a nice flat heart shape. And this is going to be the top of the dog's mouth or his muzzle. So we'll go from one side to the other, trying to match up one side of our heart and the other side to that outer edge of the nose, and making sure that your heart is really, really flat. However yours looks is going to be fine, but the flatter you make it, the more it looks like the dog is squishing his head down on the ground instead of having it all hang, because this now is where his nose is resting on the ground and his muzzle is resting on the ground. So the flatter we make it, the more we're going to have that illusion. Once you're done with this upside down heart, and you can see that we didn't have a point, we just went around and made an upside down heart shape. Then you can make a tongue, and this is just a U right here in the middle of that heart shape. Once you've done the tongue, you can make a line that goes up towards the tip of the nose as well as down into the tongue. Splitting up this muzzle and giving a little detail to that tongue. Great, now let's do the top of the head. Just for reference, let's put a small dot right in the middle of this half of the muzzle right here. We'll just put a dot right about here. And then we want to try to make a dot in the same spot on the other side. This is so that we make sure that our head is as symmetrical as possible. Perfect? Absolutely not, but symmetrical as we can make it. From there, you're just going to connect the two with the very tall U, or part of an oval shape. It'd be an upside down U if you're doing it that way, or an N shape. You're going to go up as tall as you want his head to be, loop around, and come back down, connecting to that dot. Now you might want your dog to have a little bit flatter or smaller head, Or you might even want an exaggerated, tall cartoon type of head. So however tall you make this head shape, this N rainbow shape, is going to show you how your dog is going to be shaped. So the next time you try it, try something else and see how you like it. Every time you do this, even if you tweak just a little bit, you change one shape even a little bit, it's going to make a big difference in how your dog looks at the end. So it's really fun to practice and try. Okay, so we did our head shape, and now we're going to do the eyes. Now the one thing you're going to want to do is try to put a dot right in the middle of your nose. You kind of want it to line up with the bottom of the nose and this line, so it's all kind of in one line. From there, you're going to make an M shape. I'll start on the side of the nose, not quite on it, a little bit to the side, and I'm going to come up and then go back down to that dot in that same type of rainbow shape that we did the head. Great. Now I want to try to make the second eye the same size, height, and shape as best as I can, so that he has two eyes that are very similar. They come up to the same height and they go to the same spot on either side of the nose. Great. Now if you look at it, it's just a big old M. We'll put some eyeballs in here, some long ovals right in the middle. And then let's add that highlight circle or oval. Now when you color this in, you want to remember that this area here is going to be colored in black or a really dark brown, but this area here is going to stay white. So to remind myself, I'm just going to lightly shade this in with pencil, but I am going to go back with a very dark brown or a black later and color these in. If you'd like to, you can give your dog some eyebrows. And then we'll move on to the ears. Now, I want you to draw the ears however you want them. If you want them sharp and pointy, you do that. If you want them super long and shaggy, you can do that. Or you can follow what I'm going to do. My ears are going to come up, go down, wrap back up, and then connect back to the head. I want to try to do that on both sides. You could also try two different types of ears. Just make sure that they look like they're roughly the same length. You don't want a short little pointy ear on this side. But if your second ear is going to go up, you can do that. I'm going to make mine the same. You decide how you want your ears to be. I made mine just a little bit too long compared to this one, so I'll just shorten it up a little bit. I want them to try to be the same length, or at least roughly the same length. Great, you can also measure with your finger or your pencil and see if they are the same length. This one still needs to be a little bit shorter. It's still a little bit long. Don't worry about being perfect. As always, this is just practice. But that's why we have a nice fresh eraser every time we draw. Not so that we can erase it and try to make it perfect. Please don't try to make your drawing perfect. It's not ever going to be. But we can use our eraser to fix little mistakes or to help us along in our drawing process. Now I'm going to show you one really great way to use an eraser in the next step. Once you've finished your ears, we're going to work on the body shape. Now our dog is poised to play. He is ready to play. So his little rear end is going to be sticking up behind him while his face is on the ground. And so to do this, we're going to draw a mountain shape. It's not quite a U or a rainbow. It's going to be more pointed in the back. And it's going to start right at the base of the muzzle here. And very lightly, move your hand back on that pencil and lightly draw a mountain shape that goes through the ears, wherever your ears ended up. peaks behind the head. Now, it's not a sharp mountain, but it definitely has a peak. It's not an oval or any type of rainbow shape. It does come to a point. And then come back down to the other side until you reach the bottom of the muzzle, that same line here. Now this is the perfect time to use the eraser. You see these lines that go right through the ears? However your ears are shaped, if the line travels through your ear, take your eraser, and now you can erase that, just what's inside the ear. The reason we drew through the ear was to make sure that this line here and this line lined up and they look like they're the same body, because they are. They're just going behind the ear, right? So if you skip the ear as you're drawing, that line could end up over here or in here accidentally, and it won't look like one continuous shape. If you draw right through the ear and then just erase the part that you don't need anymore, that helps keep your line really straight. Now that you've drawn your mountain, you can go back and darken up the lines that you're going to keep. Perfect. Now let's draw some paws. These are just rainbow shapes that go from one edge of the muzzle to the edge of the foot that you just drew. So you see I drew a little rainbow or N shape that went and touched the muzzle, and then it touches the other line. You'll connect it on the bottom with a slightly curved line, not too curved, but not real straight either. And that's the bottom of his paw. And then put some toe lines in. Great. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Our rainbow shape that goes from one edge of the muzzle to the edge of the foot. Connects on the bottom, and two little toe lines. If you'd like to add a little detail for his legs, come behind your muzzle and draw little lines here that indicate the edge of his leg coming out here, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. All that's left for this pup is his tail. Now you can draw the tail of your dog any way you want. I'm going to start right here at the very tip of this mountain shape here, and I'm just going to draw an S shape for my tail. And I'll do one on the other side, bringing it to a point. Now again, you don't have to do this type of tail. You pick what kind of tail your dog is going to have. And since the tip of the tail comes out of the very top of his back here, you can go ahead and erase that back line and make everything smooth so that it all looks like one continuous body. Great, I'm sure your dog turned out super cute. Now, if you want to add any type of details around, if you're going to add a sky and some grass, the ground level isn't right here. The ground level is where his back legs are. And so that's going to be about midway through the dog, maybe right above his eyes. So if you'd like to draw that ground level, you can draw a line there and then continue it, either imaginary or you can draw a light line and erase it. Or you can use a ruler to make sure that these lines are indeed one line and not something that's uneven. However you want to do it, but your ground level is going to be about here. Great. With that, our dog is finished, but meet me in the bonus tips and I'll show you one little quick thing on how to add some highlights and really make your dog come to life. Like with any art, as you choose colors for your dog, you can choose anything you like. If you want to do pink and purple polka dots, I'm not going to argue with you. But for today, I'm going to draw a mostly brown dog. Now I want to remember though that I'm going to go back with either my darkest brown or my black. Today I'm going to choose black and color in the eyes, make them really nice and bold. Press really hard and make these really nice and dark. I'm also going to choose to do a black nose. Now here is something I'd really like to show you. I'm going to switch to my pencil only for a second so I can show you what I'm talking about, and then I'll show you with my colored pencil how I'm going to color it in. Since the highlights of these eyes are at the top, we're going to imagine that there's a light, maybe the sun, or any type of light really would come from the top of this dog. And so since the highlights in the eyes are at the top of the eyes, I'm going to put a highlight in the nose and make it look really shiny. So this area that I'm drawing here is going to stay mostly white or a very, very light black. So as I color, I'm going to go back and outline the whole thing super dark. And I'm going to start really dark on the sides. But as I get closer to that circle, that area, you don't have to draw a circle if you can imagine it in your mind. But that area that I marked off there, I'm going to press a lot lighter. So it's going to be darker on the edge and lighter towards the highlight. I can leave it like that and make it super cartoon, or I can push really lightly and make it a really light gray in through there. But still you can see it's much, much lighter than the rest of the nose. This is going to show us that there is indeed a light and a little reflection coming off of that shiny nose. Now, since this is a cartoon type of a dog, a really great way to color this in is whatever color you choose. Go ahead and outline the entire thing, pressing really hard with that color, tracing those lines that you already drew and making them really solid, and then color the rest in. Outlining is a really great way to add detail, especially to something that's a little bit more cartoonish. So since now I've outlined this shape, then I can go back and color it in, and I can add details like spots or different shades of the fur. So you pause here and you can watch me work in fast motion if you want some ideas. Otherwise, color your dog however you'd like to, and I will see you at the end. There you have it, your very own cartoon dog. Whatever details you decided to add to your puppy, I'm sure it looks great. The most important thing is that you had fun and that you learned. And every time you practice, you're going to learn and get a little bit better. So keep practicing. And if you want to practice with me, make sure to like and subscribe so you know when the next class comes out, and I'll see you next time in the drawing class.